Quickly, let's take a look at what the papers are saying. Just one paper, because of time. This one says, front page of the Complete Sports, stalemate in Madrid. Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 0. Iran fire Eagles warning with 5-0 win. Beat South Africa's Morocco Swallows in friendly.
Wow, good one.
This will threaten Nigeria?
No,
way.
you should. Come on. It can't be threatened by that at all.
Okay, let's this one. Mikel banned. Eagles start to miss return leg tie at Stamford Bridge following yellow card last night.
Yeah, shame. But yesterday, Mikel was awesome. He was immense. He carried out Jose. Yeah, he carried out Jose Mourinho's game plan to the T. That's why people wonder why Mikel is playing for Chelsea. How he manages to get into the team. But that was what we saw yesterday in terms of carrying out the coach's game plan. He knows how to do that very well. So good on for Mikel, but unfortunately he won't take part in the second leg. But then if Chelsea makes it to the final, you can expect Mikel to have a go at another Champions League trophy. But then before we move on from Mikel, I don't know what you think about his walk.
so I got a focus like Mikel was bored and had to go to the barber to get that. But I think it looked good, and the important thing is he's got his game going on. So that's it. Results from the UEFA Champions League: Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 0. But Tayo, Chelsea they're not smiling. They've lost their charismatic captain.
Absolutely, they're not smiling. They've lost the captain and they've lost the best goalkeeper. So it will be a very So it would be very difficult for them in the second leg. These two players are very key. We remember in this particular game as well, before Terry went out, the Atletico Madrid were reduced to very little or no chances at all. But once Terry went out of the game, that was the injury by PT2. Unfortunate for him because he actually started with David Luiz, actually pushing Raul Garcia into his goalkeeper, and it landed awkwardly. And what we're hearing now is dislocated his shoulder, so he's out of the season. Sad one for them. But the Schwarzer came on.
To break record.
And he broke a record.
The oldest goalkeeper to feature in the Champions League.
Yeah, exactly in that stage of the champion, in the knockout phase. So it was a very good one. You understand why coaches want experienced goalkeepers on the bench. Now, just imagine if it was a youngster, a 20-year-old that came on yesterday, he would have been overawed by the situation, but not Schwarzer. Schwarzer has been there, has done that. He's been to the World Cup for Australia. So good one for Chelsea. At least they can depend on Schwarzer for the running.
Not a good one for Chelsea and John Terry and Peter Cech out due to injuries. Who else can talk about it better than Jose Mourinho? After the game, he's been talking. Let's take a listen to what he's been saying. And I'll come back. We'll get you talking. Stay.
Peter Cech season over. Don't ask me technically, but season over. And John, we have to play the final for him to play with us. The first leg. Very difficult team, very physical team. Fantastic in set plays, in stop ball. To stop them the way we did, and without Schwarzer to be the man of the match, because he was not the man of the match, I think was good. The team defended really well. I know what I would do, but I'm not the club. I have to speak with the club. I would play with the players that are not going to play Wednesday.
Tayo, Jose is totally focused on the UEFA Champions League.
No doubt.
He's not looking at Liverpool.
Yeah, he's not looking at Liverpool, and I'm sure Man City fans don't want to hear that at all. Jose suggested he's going to play his reserve team against Liverpool on Sunday because of that very all-important second leg against Atletico next week on Wednesday. So you understand why he wants to do that. But then Man City fans don't want to hear that, and like I said, he has to consult with the club as well before he carries on with what he wants to do.
Jose Mourinho, he's got his eyes on the prize, and that's the UEFA Champions League for Jose. He wants it, and he wants to give it to Chelsea. But Tayo, quickly, let's talk about the one that will see tonight. Cracker in that game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich.
Cracker, that's the word. There will be fireworks. There's no doubt. Rest assured, we won't see what we saw yesterday between Atletico and Chelsea. There's going to be fireworks.
We deserve to see some goals.
Yeah, we will see goals today. And the last time these two teams met was in the semi-finals as well. too. When Jose Mourinho was in charge
Yeah.
of Real Madrid, they went to penalties and Bayern Munich came out tops in that particular game. But this time around, it will be a very, very tough one. Madrid at home, they have to take the chances because they don't want to go to the Allianz Arena with the deficits.
So that's it, football fans. Action continues in the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. You can be sure we'll see fireworks in that one. I will promise to get you talking when we return, and that's, of course, will have to be the David Moyes sack. David Moyes has come out to say he's been treated unjustly by Manchester United, and then went on Twitter and Facebook to speak to Manchester United fans. And then Kolawole Oluwafemi says, no, Manchester United treated him with utmost fair in the last 10 months, but he failed to prove himself as a good manager. I like this one, Ty, and I'll get you talking. He said, Owun Siribe says, he still has mouth to be talking after breaking all the records at Old Trafford.
Oh my God, the records are broken. They're well documented. That's not an issue. But then, talking about what Moyes is saying, unjust treatments. He's been in the game for a long time, and he understands the coaching business is one of the most volatile in the world. So you're as good as your last result. And as far as I'm concerned, the fact that he's lasted this long shows that it gave him some time to turn it around. But unfortunately, he couldn't do that. And everything just happened in that game against Everton, where it was a very flat performance by his team. And I guess the Glazers just felt they had to make a decision very fast because they'll be missing out on the Champions League now. And I think they didn't really have a choice. They had to do it. Because just imagine AVB was in charge of Tottenham for how long before he got sacked. Several coaches have all gone this season because they've not been able to produce, So it's unfortunate for Moyes, but then that's the way it goes in the game. That's the way it goes.
That's it. It's all about the results.
Yeah.
And then Emmanuel Philip is asking us a very important question.
Yes.
He's saying, was it really Moyes' fault or it was a faulty foundation?
Faulty foundation in terms of what? Like, what would you say? This team...
Maybe. Because I've been reading Fergie's book.
Yes.
And for Fergie, it was just a yes for David Moyes.
Yes.
I'm saying, how come?
So are you trying to blame Fergie
I'm not saying that.
for Man
I'm
United
saying,
issues now?
Where was that 100% assurance coming from?
Yeah, but you can't really blame
No
Fergie.
title for Moyes?
Not Moyes.
On the big stage?
Yes, he's never
been
done
there
it before. Yes.
So what's Fergie talking about?
In as much as I won't want to blame Fergie for this issue, because all he did was recommend someone. And the board still had to make the decision. It wasn't his decision at all. And he's done that. Unfortunately, it's turned out to be a serious lapse in judgment. But that's just the case. So I won't blame him for that at all. The buck stops at the table of David Moyes. And he hasn't been able to deliver. And he will be out of job for some time now. We don't know. He might get back into the job very fast. And remember, he's going to get a very huge severance package as well, too. So that might be a consolation for him.
Manchester United fans, I want to get you talking. Tayo tried to push it to me. Was it Fergie's fault? Is Fergie to blame for David Moyes' sack at Manchester United? You can talk to us on Twitter with channels_sports, on Facebook with channels-sports. Tayo, quickly, we want to take a quick look at the postseason results.
Yeah, NBA is resulting up. Beautiful games going on right now in the NBA, and the game that was played yesterday, Washington Wizards beat the Chicago Bulls 101-99. And that was a very good game. Now, the Washington lead 2-0. They lead the series by 2-0. So it is very unexpected for a lot of basketball fans. Washington Wizards being in the playoffs after a very long time, and the Chicago Bulls missing Derrick Rose. So it's not a very good one for Chicago Bulls. The other game that was played, Indiana Pacers beat Atlanta Hawks 101-85, while the Toronto Raptors beat the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, that is 195. Remember, the Toronto Raptors have the GM, the Nigerian GM, Masai Ujiri, actually got fined them $25,000 for dropping the F-bomb before a particular game. But these things happen. Emotions run high sometimes. But it's good to see that his team is actually in the playoffs and they're doing well.
And then that much expected exposure will be given to the player. So that's it. Basketball has given us the final dunk on the show this morning, Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Remember, we're leaving the studio, but we can still get you talking. We're active on Facebook and Twitter. And for more updates, you can visit our website, channelstv.com. Just click on the sports page and we will get you talking. So that's it. That's where the action ends on this edition of Sports This Morning on Channels Television. For the ever-reliable sports team at Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakwa, and we'll be back again tomorrow. But until then, in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.